Life and death are two of the most fundamental and universal experiences that all living things share. Life is a state of being characterized by growth, reproduction, and the ability to respond to stimuli. Death, on the other hand, is the permanent cessation of all biological functions that sustain a living organism. The subject of life and death has been explored by philosophers, scientists, and religious leaders for centuries. From ancient beliefs about the afterlife to modern scientific theories about the origins of life, the question of what it means to be alive and what happens after we die continues to captivate the human imagination. One of the oldest and most widespread belief systems about life and death is the idea of an afterlife. Many ancient cultures believed in the existence of a realm beyond the physical world where the souls of the dead would reside. These beliefs continue to shape the religious practices of many cultures today, with many religions offering the promise of eternal life in a heaven or paradise after death. In contrast, modern science has offered a different perspective on life and death. The theory of evolution, proposed by Charles Darwin in the 19th century, explains that all living things are connected through a common ancestry and that the process of natural selection has led to the diversity of life we see today. This theory has also led to the understanding that death is an inherent part of the natural process of life, with organisms dying to make way for new generations. The study of genetics and molecular biology has also provided new insights into the nature of life and death. The discovery of the double helix structure of DNA in the 1950s led to the understanding that DNA carries the genetic information that determines the characteristics of an organism. This knowledge has also enabled scientists to unlock the secrets of aging and disease, leading to the development of new treatments and therapies to extend human life. Despite these scientific advances, the question of what happens after we die remains a mystery. The idea of consciousness and the self, the subjective experience of being alive, is still not fully understood by science. Some scientists and philosophers propose that consciousness is a product of the brain and that it ceases to exist at death, while others argue that consciousness may be a non-physical entity that exists beyond the physical body. The question of death also raises ethical and moral issues. The idea of death as the end of our existence raises questions about the value of life and the meaning of our actions. Many people find comfort in the belief that death is not the end, but rather the beginning of a new journey. Others find solace in the idea that death is simply a part of the natural cycle of life and that the energy and matter that make up our bodies will return to the earth and be recycled in the natural world. In the field of physics, the concept of time and its relationship to death is also explored. The theory of relativity, proposed by Albert Einstein in the early 20th century, revolutionized our understanding of time and its relationship to the universe. One of the most dramatic consequences of the theory of relativity is the idea of a black hole, a region of space where the force of gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. Inside a black hole, time itself appears to come to a standstill. This concept of time and death is also explored in the field of cosmology, which describes the origin and evolution of the universe. The current leading theory of cosmology, the Big Bang Theory, proposes that the universe began as a singularity, an infinitely dense and hot point in space-time. From this singularity, the universe expanded and cooled, giving rise to the stars, galaxies, and planets we see today. The subject of life and death is also intertwined with the field of medicine, where medical professionals work to extend life and alleviate suffering. Advances in modern medicine have led to the development of life-saving treatments and therapies, such as vaccines, antibiotics, and organ transplants. However, the question of when to end life-sustaining treatments also raises ethical and moral issues. The Right to Die movement, also known as euthanasia, advocates for the legalization of assisted suicide for terminally ill patients who wish to end their suffering. The debate over the right to die raises questions about the value of life, autonomy, and the role of the state in making end-of-life decisions. In conclusion, the subject of life and death is a complex and multifaceted topic that touches on many different areas of human experience. From ancient beliefs about the afterlife to modern scientific theories about the origins of life, the question of what it means to be alive and what happens after we die continues to captivate the human imagination. The study of life and death also raises ethical and moral questions that challenge our understanding of the nature of existence and the value of human life. As we continue to explore and understand the mysteries of life and death, it is important that we approach this subject with an open mind and a respect for the diversity of perspectives and beliefs that shape our understanding of this fundamental aspect of human existence.